What's up, guys? How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. It is November 3rd today. So I'm recording and releasing this video on the same day. Wasn't really feeling good enough yesterday to kind of do that. I'll explain more why later. Zuzu's waking up. That's all the scratching you hear on the wall. Thank you, Zuzu. So I'm going to show you guys a couple things. I got some new patterns I also have been stitching on some of the old ones. So let me show you first what's been going on. We got our monochrome owls coming together. He's looking so good. Looking so good. And so I plan on getting more stitched on this kiddo today, a little bit later on. I'm definitely going to focus on him. I'm feeling much more relaxed and able to stitch now. And like I said, I'll talk in the end about why. But anyway, it's coming along really nicely. I love it. I think it's great. I haven't been showing you guys Old World Map 2 like every video. I have been trying to get some done. This is kind of where I'm at. Now I kind of had stopped with stitching on this one because I needed some colors to fill in all these like other spots. You know, I'm just going to take this out because I just got those colors in. And so I'm kind of hoping maybe today I can also get some stitching done on this one. We'll see. But we got this right here, so pretty happy. We'll get all this stuff filled in and then we can just really start booking it across. Well, booking it as I can make it at this point. So so those are the two new ones. I'm actually putting together an order right now for the fine folks at Barefoot. I always get needle art, Barefoot Needle Art. I always want to say Barefoot Needleworks, but that's something different. And so Barefoot Needle Art down in Surfside Beach, South Carolina. Those kind folks down there. There's a lot of folks that like the patterns, and so that's a consistent place where you can find certain patterns of mine. African American patterns go over real well down there, and so I'm sending them an order. Should go out today, and yeah, so that's been fun. That's been good. Let me show you guys the new patterns that I've done. I've got some black and whites, of course, some monochrome, got some color ones. I just like this one art style, which is why I've done this. Another one of like I call this one 3-man band, and jazzy. It doesn't have to be jazz. Honestly, I feel like it could be like a Cuban band almost, because this might be like, they call them flamencos. I forgot what they call the kind of like the steel drum kind of things. I'm not sure, but stand-up bass, the guitar and everything. So I like that one an awful lot. I think it's like 170 by 100. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't write down the info behind them, but that's going to be up in the store a little bit later. And then a couple of monochrome ones. Finally, I get something done for Native Americans. And this is my, I call this one Warrior. And monochrome, again, just stitch in the black or stitch in the dark, leaving the white to shine through. This is one of those that if you had a really like beautiful fabric that would highlight like the feathers and just the war paint and just everything, like this would be an amazing project to do with something like that. So that's coming up on the website and the Etsy store here real soon. And then finally, my last monochrome of the week is this one. Now, I hesitated to put this one on the site because, or even to do this one, because when I was going through and working on it, it just didn't, it didn't pop for me. It didn't really work. I mean, it did in some ways, but I didn't want to make it as large as it actually was originally. I wanted to kind of tone it down, so I edited it and did some things to it. But honestly, like, I kind of like it. It's sort of like a more modern photo artistic kind of thing. And again, you just stitch in the black. And I do have like the black in between the trees and stuff. It just provides some texture, some depth to the overall piece. But I call this one Winter Forest. And not a ton of stitching. I mean, with the black, again, with the dark thread, not too bad. Not too bad. So yeah, so I like that one a lot. It's not as intricate as some of the ones that I've done, but I think it came out pretty well. So I thought, you know, it's probably some folks that want to stitch something like that. So what else is going on? I think that's like about it. I wanted to make this video a short video so I could get this up as quickly as possible since I didn't do one yesterday. I've got this, I didn't do a stitch with me on Monday. I've just been slam busy this week, just trying to get some certain things done in time for the last couple of days. And so I didn't do a stitch with me with the monochrome owl, which, Zuzu, what are you doing? And so she's got a, what do you have? Oh, she's got one of my 2 liters. Don't knock that other one over. All right. Anyway. And so, oh yeah, and I want to thank you guys. There's so many people that left kind comments about Binky, and I really thank you guys a lot for that. I mean, there's a hole, and so we still have 4, you know, 4 crazies here, and we're fine with 4 for right now. But someday I think we'd like to, just making a lot of noise. For one day, I think we'd like to go back to that same rescue and get another little dog like that, because I think that's sort of... Zuzu! Zuzu! You bringing it to me? Okay. Anyway, maybe I can get done before she starts chewing on it again. So yeah, so that, I mean, that's kind of, I think, what we're looking for. But other than that, I am going to start sending out some, I don't want to say flyers, because flyers sounds kind of, I don't know, not as good as I want to make it sound. But basically some pages that have multiple patterns of mine, highlight my patterns. I'm actually going to send them directly to the stores to see if they want to post them or put them up someplace, and see if people are interested in the patterns. I mean, people, if they don't know me, the shop owners are busy, man. And they're so busy that they don't necessarily have time to go, oh, what's the latest in stitching jewels? I mean, most of them don't even know who I am. So if I can start reaching out to them and actually be more proactive, I think that will help me to build more relationships with folks, and to get the stuff out into the market a little bit better. You are going to break everything today, aren't you? Let me just rub your head. And so, yeah. So final bit of news. And I know my mom's like, oh, I can't believe you talked about this. But I had a colonoscopy this morning, and I was worried about it, and I was kind of dreading it in a way for this week. So that's part of the reason why I didn't get a lot done. I was also trying to get just a lot of stuff cleared away and finished and whatnot, because I just didn't know how I'd feel after or whatnot. But I feel great. Thankfully, everything came out like great. So it's 10 more years before I have to have one. So I'll be 60 then. Yeah, that was 10 years. But the reason why I mention it is because I know a lot of folks watch me, especially a lot of older folks watch me, whether they're in their 40s or 50s or whatnot. And honestly, like, I've known people in my own life that have been diagnosed with colon cancer in their 40s and later. And, you know, it is really one of those things where going in and getting colonoscopy is the absolute best way that you can catch things before they happen, catch things early, and maybe even save your life. I always think of Chadwick Boseman when I think about it, just because, I mean, he was such a young man, but being an African-American, he was a lot more prone to this. But even he, I mean, he was young, you know, I mean, who would have thought? But if you're worried about it, if you're like, you know, like me, like where I was like, God, I really don't want to do the prep, I don't want to do all that. It wasn't, for me, it wasn't nearly as bad as I was dreading it. I made sure that I followed the low fiber diet precautions, and I've been kind of doing some fasting this week too. So in the end, it really wasn't, I mean, I didn't sleep a lot last night, but you know, so what? It's one night to make sure that you're good and you're healthy and catch things early. So, and right now I feel fantastic. I mean, I've just been home for a couple of hours, but I've got this post-anesthetic high, which for whatever reason I always get, instead of being like super sleep. Zuzu's making her way into the, hi Zuzu, hi Zuzu, hi, don't kiss me, don't kiss me, you eat poop outside, don't kiss me. Oh, she wants to climb on my lap. She heard about the lap dog thing. You cannot be the next lap dog. I'm sorry, no matter what you think. Okay. But yeah, just, you know, it's just get it done. You know, especially if you're like, God, I'm so scared about doing the prep and whatnot. Just get it done. Get past it. You know, when you're there, like at least for me, they gave me enough sedation that like literally it was like, turn on your side. Okay, let's confirm what surgery or who you are and whatnot. Okay, here's your drugs. Out like a light. Didn't know anything, didn't hear anything, and woke up and it was all done. And so please go get checked, especially if you're an African American, especially if you have a history of it, or you know, if you have any symptoms related to it. So I mean, just please do it. That's my public service announcement for the day. But I got a lot to do. I got to finish getting this order ready. I got to send off something else. I got to just a lot to do. So y'all take care. Have a great day. Happy stitching. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.